still in your fellowship experience. So what are some of the memorable highlights that you could?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I'm a processor, so I think I need the entire thing to finish before I can say something extremely profound or anything like that. But I think I'm just enjoying the process. I think, again, being able to watch so many people that I admire, that I have close relationships with, kind of go through this. I think it's really made me want to value every moment that I have in it. And I think being able to be a part of Surge, build the community not only within our own cohort, but with building community with other cohorts, right, and folks that have been through the process has been, I think, my favorite part so far.
I was looking for a group of people in the city who, were doing this work and sort of came together to form their own collective, to be able to talk authentically about what it means to be in education. Because education's hard work. If you're a teacher, if you're a school leader, if you work for a nonprofit, if you're just in the space in any way, because it's so very connected to our own personal experiences. All of us have had something, profound that we can recall from our educational background that we want to connect back to this work. And so, when you do it for so long and many of the people that are around you don't look like you, it's really hard to relate or talk about how this work is really impacting you on a day-to-day basis. While the work is hard, we still love it because we know that education is really going to be one of the driving forces to really change the world. And so that's what Surge is. Such an important community. It's such an important space for us to come together and not just bring our intellectualism to the space or our ideas and thoughts about how to change it, but to bring our souls to the space is really one thing that has changed my perspective on how to keep myself whole during this experience.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that, I think that was a turning point for me in thinking about, I came ready to duke it out with my intellect with other folks, and especially because I think how I've been trained, having a chip on my shoulder, where I grew up, where I came from, thinking I'm going to prove, that I'm minted gold. And thinking about that spirit work, that soul work that I was not expecting, a little hesitant, but then from day one, our case study, the letter from Birmingham jail, the reflections that you and Brother Brian shared that broke my spirit, and then got me ready to think how I need to reorient myself towards you all, not as competitors, but really that my team and that, what a collective actually means, because this work has been something else. It's co-opted some of us, and definitely co-opted me in thinking, seeing instead of a colleague or a friend, a competitor at all times, and it's not cool.
I think that's for me, that is what this is about, right? This is a larger problem than any of us can tackle on our own. It's not one organization, it's not one field of work, it's not one kind of philosophy, right, or reform effort, right? This is something that everybody's going to have to work on from their own individual perspectives. And I think what I appreciate about Surge, I get an opportunity to learn about how everyone is contributing, and we get an opportunity to align our effort, right? And I think that's the piece that I'm really excited about this year, right? Getting a chance to build those relationships. But I'm also, I'm thinking about what's this going to look like in 5 years? What's this going to look like in 10 years, right? When, we are all looking across tables and we have this common experience, right? I know the lens that you're bringing to this. For a lot of the folks, I know the story behind the why of why you're doing this work, right? And I think the opportunity in that is going to be something that's really powerful, and it's something I'm really excited to be a part of as Surge develops in the city, and we continue to make our contributions from our individual perspectives, right?